Okay, so the issue of constitutional amendments is coming up again in the National Assembly. There's a lot of interest in that matter at the moment. And one thing they've already done is to call for an additional state in the southeast. And a lot of people are giving their opinions on it. For instance, I saw Kenneth Okonkwo saying the other day that it is a welcome idea and that it is in the best interest of the southeast to have another state. Whereas I saw some other people saying there was need for an Anyoma state. Whichever one is chosen, the state in the southeast isn't a bad idea, except that states in Nigeria aren't viable. So even with the additional state, how is it going to be funded? How is it going to be run? That's one question we need to solve before just creating more states. And by the way, there are plans to also create states in other geopolitical zones eventually. So we are now going to have at least 40-something states if all these plans fall through. So how do we run these states? How do we make money from this, or make money enough to run these states, or generate resources and run the country from these states? And even the states even running themselves first. So that's something we need to satisfy. And again, every time there's a division, there's always call for further division. Divisions don't necessarily satisfy self-determination. The experience in South Sudan, the experience even in Nigeria, where every new state created still has a minority within that state. So there will always be call for self-determination. We only need to sit back and think of how to make things work. We don't always have to divide. The other thing is, with regards to the constitutional amendments, I think presidents and governors should have single terms of 8 years. All right, so that way they don't consider any political patronage when carrying out their tasks. The other day, some buildings were being demolished, and then people were threatening with elections. And I'm like, if a governor didn't have to come for re-election, he would close his eyes and do whatever he has to do. He wouldn't have considerations for political patronage, because by the time he comes back for his 4 years, there won't be enough time to carry out the things that are needed. So we need a single term where he knows that he's not coming back for any re-election, and then he can do whatever he wants because he's not being held by the jugular by any other electorate. But then let me know what you think.